Hi folks, Slick Slices here. I'm just doing quite a blatant advert, perhaps public information film, but I do stand to benefit from this. I should be quite clear about that. I collect Taylor's Eyewitness Barlow knives, and many of them, not all of them, but many of them have come from the Bakewell Cookshop and my good friend there, David Kidd, who provides excellent service. He's always got me, the best of knives in quick time, and he usually gives me a heads up when he gets a new supply, and I have been inclined to buy far too many of them. These are all my Barlows. I've got slim Barlows as well, but I just wanted to say, he got a shipment in last week. I think some of them have already gone, but there are one or two, and there are some left on the website, and there are one or two that were hitherto unique. For example, this, I've done a video on this. This is gold mesh in acrylic. Acrylic is, one could say it's plastic, so it's not particularly special, but it can be quite an upmarket thing. My Mont Blanc pens are acrylic, and the fountain pen is, I can't think what they cost now, but well north of £500 for a fountain pen, and it's made of acrylic. Well, this is acrylic with real gold in it. Now, this was unique until last week. There was this one and no others. Well, there were three on the website. One with a twin blade, which again is unique, but that's gone. And also this, which is palm wood, which I don't know how well it comes over in the camera, but it's a really quite sort of startling looking wood. It looks as though it's sort of tactile, as though it looks like it's flaking, but it's not. It's absolutely smooth and really quite hard. It's got a really quite unique look to it. There was one in tulip wood, and unfortunately I wasn't in a position to jump in there and buy it, but it's one of the few materials I don't have. And one wood called Paolo Rosa, which doesn't look particularly stunning, but there are a couple of those that are just a material that I don't have. I have here, what's that, 21 knives I think there are there, and I think I've got about 19 different materials. I've got 2 in ram's horn, and I've got 2 in desert ironwood, but other than that, they're all different materials. This one incidentally is one of their bargain basement ones, the 30 quid ones, but I have I gave it a bit of beeswax on the handle and a bit of a polish on the blade, and it's actually it's not up to the standard of these. It never will be, but it's turned into really quite a nice knife. Unfortunately, in the polishing, I discovered that it showed that the grind on the blade wasn't as good as it. When they're polished like this, there is no room for error. You can see how you can see every perfection shows up. When it's this sort of satin finish, you can get away with a lot. In polishing it, I then discovered how much that they get away with in the budget knives, but it still turned out to be quite a nice knife. Anyway, so I've got 2 of the budget ones and 19 of the posh ones, and I've got another drawer with other knives and buy them. Anyway, the point I was trying to make was they've got all these Barlows in. If you want to buy them, if you go onto their website and if you put in the code Slick Slices into the code, or if you speak to David, you'll get a 5% discount. You get a 5% discount, and I get a 5% store credit, which I can use towards buying one of these. So if you want to buy 20 of those knives, I'll get a free one. And truth, that never happens, because I think there were 14 that came in stock, and some of them are already gone, of course. No, there were more than that, actually. There were 14 still in stock yesterday. I don't know what their position is today. So I'm just saying, I just really want to get on and say, if you've been looking for one of these knives, particularly if you want something that's a little bit more unusual, some of the sort of burl woods and certainly this acrylic, which I do recommend. I think it's a really, really nice looking knife. That palm wood, if you can get that palm wood one, jump in there and get it, because that's going to be a real collector's piece in the long run. Anyway, if you want to get on and get those, remember to use Slick Slices. You get your 5% credit, I get 5% credit, and I can use that to go towards getting one of these knives. Unfortunately, as I've sort of told everybody, I lost my job last month, so I wasn't in a position to go out and buy any of those that came in. The Paolo Rosa was the one I was, and the tulip wood were the two that I was really after. Unfortunately, I thought about the tulip wood one, and then I was gonna buy it, and then somebody bought it, so it was gone. And also the twin blade, one of these went, one of the desert ironwoods and a couple of the other burlwoods went very, very quickly. But if you get on there, go out and buy them. And if you buy any of them, as I said, remember to get the discount, and maybe you'll help me to get one of these. You never know, I might be able to pick up one of them and show it on the channel here. So anyway, that's it, really, all I've got to say. If you like the stuff, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, then please subscribe, ring the bell. If incidentally anybody wants to see any of these in particular, or anything you want to hear about them, then, you know, ask in the questions. If there's something you want me to make a video about, comparing some of these, comparing them with other Sheffield makers, you know, I've got knives. I don't just collect Taylor's Eyewitness knives. I've got knives I've got quite a few by Arthur Wright, a few by Michael May, who does make some really good knives, and Stephen Cocker. Stephen Cocker makes exceptional, beautiful, beautiful pieces. They tend to be made to order, and they can take a little while to come, but they're definitely worth waiting for. Pretty well priced as well. So anyway, I'm more than happy to talk about any of these. Just leave any questions that you want to ask. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Don't be afraid to say, how come that one's worth paying over £200 for, and that one's only worth paying 30 for. I'm quite happy to answer those sort of questions in some sort of detail. So anyway, on you go. Any questions, put them in the comments. Cheers. Thanks. See you again. Bye.